And again, congratulations to everybody. You all deserve it. You did an incredible job. A lot of pressure, and you guys came through, so congratulations. If anybody has a question, I'll bring the mic by for you, and you can ask away. Anybody want to start? I can. I got a lot of questions. Let's see. I'll start with Christina.
Okay.
What do you think? I know the conditions were different from your home, but what was probably the most challenging for you?
What wasn't challenging? Probably that I can't just reach for a knife and reach for a measuring spoon, that I had to unpack it and find it and then hunt for it. That's very different than sitting at home. There was bees surrounding me. I don't really have bees in my home. You're not in my home normally, so that was So, I mean, everything's new. I mean, how do you can't compare. But, I mean, this is just such an amazing experience, and I mean, it's weird to think there's money in here. I can actually pay my bills now. I mean, as an actor, that's a huge deal. Maybe I can quit my day job for like a little while. So, I mean, it's just a phenomenal experience.
Well, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Elizabeth, anything really stand out as challenging or unusual for you?
Well, as a true Seattleite, I'm not used to hot weather. Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing, but I hydrated all day and it worked out okay.
You seem to be pretty comfortable. So, Mary, the grand prize winner. What about you?
Equipment that I'm not familiar with, such as a grill, even though it's a simple appliance. I unfortunately fantasize about all the things that might go wrong, but it worked beautifully, simply, but that was just my challenge in making sure the equipment worked.
Yeah, that's always, even for, professional chefs, it's a real challenge, I think, working with a new grill, because you never know if medium is medium high or medium high is high. Anything about you, friend?
Just one minor thing, I've never cooked on an electric stovetop. So I'm used to gas and it was electric, and it's like, okay, what do I do with this dial and when is that coil going to turn red? But other than that, it was a lot of fun, great experience.
You handled it beautifully. Great job, really. Erin, you were a little nervous coming in, but you were a rock star. Anything just stand out in terms of just all the cooking and all that?
I probably have to say the stove heats up a lot quicker than it does at my house.
Well, you did a fantastic job. Thanks for being a part of it. Morgan, I know you've got something to say. Morgan's our little actress in the neighborhood. So, tell us about your experience.
Well, it was amazing. I went into it thinking the worst possible things were going to happen, but this was amazing and it was so nice. But I have to go with the bees. I have honey in my marinade, and my steaks had honey on them, and I was scared to swat the bees because I didn't want to get stung and have to be carted off. But yeah, it was annoying.
Well, thank you, Deborah. You seem to be real comfortable today. I didn't see you sweating out there. You seem really cool and relaxed.
That's because I've been to 7 cook-offs and never won anything.
We have a better one.
Until now.
We're so happy for you. In the media, have any other questions? Any specific questions? Over here.
This is for Mary. Your recipe is very simple, and I say that, just it's inspiring that you kind of took the ingredients and just enhanced them and brought them out. Just tell me, how did you come up with this? How did you come up with that specific
Well, I had
recipe?
just read the rules for the upcoming beef cook-off. We had planned on entering, saw the one category that was live well with grilled beef, 6 ingredients, and I thought, that's a challenge, and I like challenges. A couple nights later, I was in the grocery store buying some of the marinated bocconcini, which we purchased because we like it for an appetizer with olives and such. And as I actually picked up the package and was putting it in the shopping cart, I got to thinking, this is a protein product, a cheese product, fresh mozzarella. Certainly exemplifies the Sonoma area, Sonoma style cooking. It has the olive oil. It had usually sometimes a vinegar, the herbs and spices, and I thought, that's a lot of ingredients that packs a punch for really one ingredient. And so I put it in the shopping cart and actually mentioned it to my husband. I thought, this is a good idea for a beef recipe. So that's how it started.
Can I ask another question?
Please, someone else ask. Let's keep going. The fact that you microwave the cheese and the tomato, it's not melting it, but it takes a different texture when it comes to the cheese, and it's almost as though that little heat brightens the tomato. Where did that come from?
That was really experimentation. Originally, I had made the recipe grilling the tomatoes also with the vegetables, and I didn't like the finished product as well because the skin got tough and some of them burst. Didn't quite like it, and I thought, well, this way I can maintain the fresh flavor of the tomato, give it a little bit different balance, a little bit different texture and flavor with a fresh ingredient rather than a cooked ingredient. And when you heat that mozzarella up just a little bit, it just melts in your mouth. And when you take a bite of the beef and mozzarella together, oh, that was just yum. I mean,
Did you have a question, Frank?
This could be for almost anyone out there. I'd like to know how many times did you tried and failed and tried again before you had it just right with developing your recipe?
I'll answer quickly. Twice. Just twice. Before I decided this works. I've made it many times since, but it was just 2 times before I actually wrote it up and submitted it.
I'll be honest.
I can answer that. I think one time, because I had the 2 best inspirations possible. My mom. Because she's just so amazing. And also Rick Bayless. He's like my best friend. No.
Does he know that?
I don't think he knows that. No, because my mom, taught me how to cook and taught me how to cook beef properly. And the flavor ideas came from something that Rick Bayless talked about once. And of course, he's a genius when it comes to cooking. And he said, this flavor combination is good. And I said, well, it's good enough for him. It's good enough for me. So one time it wasn't charm in that case. So.
Fran, how about you?
It's a recipe that I've been cooking for a while now. We have zucchini in our garden that, summertime comes, you don't know what to do with it. And the neighbors run away. So it's right, pair it with beef. It's wonderful. The gnocchi that are in there, it's like a steak and potato dish. We all know that goes together really, really well. So it's just been a recipe that I've been using for a while now, and I found out about the beef cook-off, and it's like, I think this would work. It fits into that category. It's healthy, it's nutrient rich.
Somebody else have a question?